everyone, and welcome back to Learn English This Year. I'm your host, Caroline.
And I'm Zach. Happy New Year to all of our listeners. We hope you had a wonderful holiday season.
Yes, Happy New Year! And Zach, that brings us to our topic for today. Since we just celebrated the start of a new year, I thought it would be fun to talk about New Year's Day food traditions in the United States.
That's a great idea. Food is such a huge part of any celebration, and a tradition is a custom or belief that is passed down from generation to generation. Many families have special foods they eat every year on New Year's Day.
Exactly. And in the US, these traditions can be very different depending on where you live. The country is so big that we have many different regional cultures.
Right. So, what someone eats in California might be totally different from what someone eats in New York or in the South. So, Caroline, why don't you start? What does your family typically eat on New Year's Day?
Well, I was going to ask you first. My family traditions are rooted in the American South, and I have a feeling yours are too.
You are correct. My family also follows some classic Southern traditions. For us, the two most important foods on the table are black eyed peas and cornbread.
Ah, a classic combination. For our listeners who might not know, can you explain what black-eyed peas are? The name is a little strange.
It is a funny name. They aren't peas like the little green vegetables. They're actually a type of bean. They're small, base colored beans with a little black spot on them that looks like an eye.
Right, and there's a superstition tied to them, isn't there?
There is. A superstition is a belief that is not based on reason or science. The superstition is that eating black eyed peas on New Year's Day will bring you good luck and prosperity for the year ahead.
Prosperity, meaning wealth and success. So the idea is that the beans, which swell up when you cook them, represent your wealth growing in the new year.
Exactly. Some people even put a coin in the pot of beans, and whoever gets the coin in their bowl is supposed to have the best luck of all.
I hope they don't swallow it. How are they usually cooked?
All right. Well, they're usually cooked for a long time until they're soft and creamy. People often cook them with some kind of pork, like bacon or a ham hock, to give them a smoky, savory flavor. They're really delicious and comforting.
That sounds so good. A savory flavor means it's salty and rich, not sweet. So what about the cornbread?
Well, you can have black eyed peas without cornbread. Cornbread is a type of bread made with cornmeal. It has a crumbly texture and can be a little bit sweet. And just like the peas, it has its own symbolism.
Let me guess. It's about money, right?
Of course, the yellow color of the cornbread is said to represent gold. So you have the black eyed peas for luck and coins, and the cornbread for gold. Together, they're supposed to make you wealthy in the new year.
It's all about securing your finances for the next 12 months. It's funny how so many traditions are linked to wishes for luck and wealth.
It makes sense. The start of a new year is a time of hope when people are thinking about their goals and what they want to achieve.
That makes perfect sense. Okay, so now it's my turn. My family shares some of those traditions, but our main dishes are fried chicken and collard greens.
Okay, fried chicken needs no introduction. It's famous all over the world. But is there a special reason to eat it on New Year's Day?
Some people say that because chickens scratch backwards in the dirt, you're scratching away the bad luck of the past year. But honestly, I think it's mostly just because it's a celebratory food. It's delicious, it feels special, and everyone loves it.
That's fair. There's nothing better than perfectly crispy, juicy fried chicken. But what about the collard greens? For our listeners, can you describe them?
Of course. Collard greens are a type of leafy green vegetable, a bit like kale or cabbage, but with large, tough leaves. You have to cook them for a very long time to make them tender.
Right, you can't just eat them raw in a salad.
Definitely not. Like black-eyed peas, they are usually cooked with something smoky, like a smoked turkey leg or ham hock, along with onions and garlic. They cook down until they are incredibly soft and flavorful. The liquid they cook in, called pot liquor, is amazing for dipping cornbread into.
Okay, I'm getting hungry now. So, what's the symbolism behind the collard green?
Well, what color are they, Zach?
They're green. I see where this is going.
You got it. The green leaves look like folded paper money, specifically American dollars. So eating collard greens is supposed to bring you financial wealth in the new year. It's the same idea as your cornbread representing gold.
So, if you really want to be successful, you should eat black eyed peas, cornbread, and collard greens. Cover all your bases.
That's why they are so often served together. It's a meal designed for maximum good fortune.
It's so interesting how these specific foods became so important, and they're all central to Southern American cuisine.
They are. Of course, there are other traditions too. For example, in many cultures, people eat pork on New Year's Day. Pigs root forward when they look for food, so eating pork is thought to symbolize progress and moving forward in the new year.
They really are. But what about other parts of the US? We mentioned earlier that traditions vary by region. For instance, I have friends in Pennsylvania, and for them, New Year's Day isn't complete without pork and sauerkraut. It's a tradition that comes from the Pennsylvania Dutch, who have German roots.
That makes sense, unlike chickens that scratch backwards. I've also heard about eating round foods like donuts or bagels to symbolize the year coming full circle.
That's a great example. The idea there is that the long strands of sauerkraut symbolize a long life. It's all about setting intentions for the year to come.
Yes, or grapes, like the Spanish tradition of eating 12 grapes at midnight for 12 months of good luck. There are so many fascinating food traditions around the world for New Year's.
Exactly. And speaking of long life, that brings to mind another tradition eating long noodles. This is common in many Asian cultures, and it's a tradition that many Asian American families celebrate. The long noodles symbolize a long and healthy life, and you're supposed to eat them without breaking them.
This has been a really fun discussion and hopefully helpful for our listeners. Let's do a quick vocabulary recap of the key terms we used today.
Great idea. First, we had tradition, which is a custom or belief passed down through generations.
Then superstition, a belief not based on science, like a food bringing you good luck.
We talked about prosperity, which means wealth and success.
And we defined the foods, black-eyed peas, which are a type of bean,
Cornbread, a bread made from cornmeal.
and collard greens, a leafy green vegetable.
Perfect. I hope that helps everyone remember these new words. Whether you believe in the superstitions or not, it's always wonderful to have traditions that bring family and friends together over a delicious meal.
I completely agree. That's all the time we have for today. We would love to hear from you, our listeners. What are some of your New Year's food traditions in your country? Let us know on our social media channels.
Thanks so much for tuning in to Learn English this year. We wish you a very happy, healthy, and prosperous new year. Until next time, keep practicing. Bye, everyone.